Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I've just been thinking about how rich I am lately. Just so rich, like so horrifically. Oh, hello. Sorry, I was just on the phone there. You know, just being out of touch. I'm an influencer, you see. You wouldn't get it, guys. You're not an influencer like me. You're not out of touch. Hello, you gorgeous donuts. Today, we are going to be looking at influencers who are totally out of touch with reality. It definitely is one of my, favourite pastimes. Just seeing a video on my For You page by an influencer who very clearly just hasn't thought about what they were posting before clicking the upload button. So let's have a look at the worst cases of this over the past few months.
I saw someone on here talking about a low income Instagram, and I was just baffled on how exactly I knew what they were talking about. And it just makes me wonder why people of certain socioeconomic classes just behave the same on social media. Like, can someone explain why that is? It's so obvious. If someone's posting relatable content to their story more than 2 times a day, it's wow, they don't have any money. Why do I think that? And why is it true?
Because you're very shallow and probably a bit of a wanker, if I'm being honest. You would look at someone who's posting memes or relatable content, whatever that means, on their story, and you would instantly judge them, calling them bro. You know nothing about them. What do you mean low income Instagram? Now I'm thinking, do I give off low income Instagram? Do you give off low income Instagram? I didn't even know low income Instagram was a thing. So you're basically saying if somebody posts a meme to their story which they found funny, that means they're in debt, loads of debt, and can't pay for anything. What happened to people just having a laugh? Do rich people not have a laugh? Are rich people just boring? Is it a thing that once you earn over a certain amount of money, you're no longer allowed to put memes on your story? Because if that's the case, why do people get rich? Honestly, when I'm on Instagram, I just don't judge people, you know? I don't go on someone's story and go, oh my god, they've got such a low income Instagram, because I'm not a prick. To be fair, I might actually go out my way to just be a bit of an arse. Next time I see someone post a meme to their story, I'm just going to reply to them going, oh my god, you are so poor. You just shared a meme from the Lad Bible. Oh my god, what? Shouldn't you focus on paying the electricity bill? This is such a terrible thing.
This is the worst airport lounge I've ever been in. And I feel kind of bad saying that, but it's the Air India Lounge in JFK Terminal 4. You go up some stairs, it's a sign that says lounges this way, and there's a few other lounges up here. And I did pick to go here because there was no wait to get into this lounge. So I should have known that it wouldn't be that good. I went in and noticed it was just me and one other female and everybody else was male in the room. And even though there weren't that many people, it made me
bloody men. Bloody everywhere, aren't there?
As you can see, the lounge isn't very big. There's not multiple rooms or anything. And this is the bathroom, just very basic bathroom.
That's a basic bathroom. You need to come to the social club that I play pool at every single week. You need to see a basic bathroom. That is not a basic bathroom. That is posh as out. I would love for her to see a social club toilet where you walk into it, there's just everywhere. You've got to walk like that. No matter what happens, you're leaving that toilet with a squelch in your shoe. That's basic, love.
Bathroom, just very basic bathroom. Actually, it's not even a basic bathroom. It's a little retro. But actually, the worst thing about this lounge was the smell, okay? It just really smelled like Indian food. And I know that's what they had there.
So you went into the Air India, lounge, and you complained because it smelled like Indian food. That's cool. No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that fits, It's like walking into Pizza Express and going, well, it just smells like tomato and cheese in here. Any need for how much this smells like tomato and cheese? Bloody hell. Sick of this. You can't go into an Air India lounge and complain that it smells like Indian food.
I honestly could have stayed in here and been perfectly fine, but I have a really sensitive nose, and I just could not get over the smell. So if you're fine with the smell of Indian food and kind of just a mediocre lounge, then you could totally go here. If you're someone who doesn't have a good sense of smell, you would be fine, but not me, unfortunately.
Bearing in mind as well, the amount of people that were in that lounge and you get free food and everything, that is amazing. Everyone else will know, going to an airport, normally, especially Newcastle Airport, is just rammed. You can never get a seat. You've got to wait ages for food or for your drinks. There's so much queuing. If you're able to go in one of these private lounges and just go back for food whenever you want, that is very luxurious. That is not basic. You're already having a much better experience than everybody else that's getting on your flight.
There's so many other lounges in this terminal. You might have to wait for them, but they will probably be better than this one.
That is hilarious, going into an Air India lounge and complaining that it smells like Indian food.
This might sound crazy, but whenever I want to make more money, I will visualize a golden cloud above me with infinite cash just raining down on me. And I will sit in the energy of infinite abundance for just a couple minutes, and I've gotten some crazy results from this.
All right, love, I'm going to call you out on this. Give me a second, donuts, right? Can you see me if I sit down here? So if you want to play along at home, feel free to do it, right? Use this as your energy source. So there's a golden cloud, right? And I'm okay. money. Show me the money! You probably gotta do it a couple of times for it to work, you know. It can't happen the first time. That would just be stupid. I do love cart content from people who are giving, like, financial advice. Like, they always sit so weirdly in the cars just so you can see the badge that's on the headrest. Just like this. Just so you know that they're in, like, a posh car. One thing I will say is I do, like, myself believe in, like, the law of attraction, you know, to an extent. And, like, I believe it's a good thing to believe in manifestation and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like imagining something like this and telling people this is how you're going to kind of get money is a very vague way to kind of give people financial advice, especially if that's what you center your whole account around, which it seems like this girl does. Because chances are 99% of people can visualize every single day a gold cloud raining money on them, and that will never ever happen. Even visualizing a gold cloud, how's the gold cloud ever gonna come into this? I really wish I knew this tactic when I was like a couple of months behind of my rent, because I could have just paid the landlord that in this way, you know? I'd be like, sorry Mr. Landlord, I haven't got the money for rent this month, but don't you worry, okay? I'm picturing that gold cloud raining money on me. You're gonna get painted abundance soon, son. It's so vague. Like, you can't just imagine this and then money's gonna come in your lap. That's just not how it works. You actually have to do something as well.
Whenever I want to make more money, I go to the ocean because water amplifies your energy. So I will literally sit in the water and visualize it as gold, and I will energetically draw abundance in towards me, and it works every time.
Sorry, I'm not trying to laugh at this, because clearly, you know, this works for her. But she's telling people to just, like, if they want to earn money, just go into the sea and just picture it as if it's gold. Like, how does that work? That's what I want to know. Is it just because she's putting herself in the mindset of making money? But I don't know, like, the average person, this, like, you're not telling them how to do it. You're just telling them to go in the sea and imagine it to be gold. Like, how's that going to help the average person? I just feel like it's a little bit out of touch, is it not?
A lot of my peers are clubbing, they're going to the bars, they're going to this, and they're like, oh, well, Camilla, how'd you get this nice car? How'd you get all this? How'd you get this life? I'm like, it wasn't clubbing and it wasn't partying. I'll tell you that.
Wasn't enjoying yourself? Oh. Right? You want to have this car, you've got to be miserable. It's kind of condescending. Well, it wasn't going out and clubbing all the time. Like, what, are people not allowed to go to, like, a nightclub once with your friend? Like, does that take away any chance of you being successful? Just enjoying yourself when you're young? I do feel like you do see a lot of, like, influencers and a lot of, like, rich people in general. They kind of, like, look down on people that kind of have fun when they're younger, just because they don't want to be mega rich or, like, you know, kind of give away their youth just in chase of something that might not work. For some reason, you do get, like, a branch of, like, rich people and influencers kind of feel bitter towards people that just have chose different life choices, or maybe it might not if you've even had the opportunity to do something where they could have been rich from a young age.
Too much. It wasn't taking the weekends off and going on a weekend vacation because the week was so hard. No, there are no days off. That's just the truth. You want the Rolls Royce, you want the fucking house, you want all this luxurious lifestyle, you gotta work your ass off until you can, until the money is making itself, okay? Until the money is naturally, your money is making more money. And until you get there, you gotta keep working. There's no such thing as going on a Friday night to Club Live. What the fuck are you doing there?
One thing I will say as well, like, we've done a video on this woman, Camilla. She's definitely very interesting in the way she kind of, you know, markets herself and stuff like that. For people that don't know, she did OF. Now, obviously, you know, if you're successful on that, you can become a millionaire, multi-millionaire, you know, just earn hundreds of millions of pounds. So one thing that normal people are going to do is they're probably not going to take advice from you because they have a normal job and they will be working very hard. And if they want to, on the weekend, if they get the weekend off, which many jobs you don't, if you get the weekend off and you want to enjoy yourself, you should be able to do that. Not everybody has the opportunity from a young age to do something or be offered an opportunity or to have the knowledge to do something where they can get a Rolls Royce when they're in their 20s. Most people never get a Rolls Royce in their entire life, never mind in their 20s. And this is something that is growing on the internet, and it's actually making me a little bit scared because more and more influencers are kind of making people feel worse for the fact that they don't have enough money as them, or they're not a millionaire by the age of 20 or 25 or 30. Like, that shouldn't be the new standard. That shouldn't be the new realistic thing that you should be aiming for just because a few people on the internet got lucky and they tell you that because they can do it, you can do it. That's not how it works. Because like I said, they might have been offered an opportunity, they might have been like lucky, you know. Luck is a huge thing when it comes to earning a lot of wealth when you're younger. Yes, you have to work hard for it, and I imagine that, you know, this Camilla has worked very hard for her platform and her brand. But a lot of influencers like her can't take themselves like out of their own ego and put themselves in someone else's position and realize that this person might not be able to achieve what you have achieved because they have a lot more responsibilities, or they just have a much harder start than what you had. This is something I do genuinely feel like passionate about, because I'm sick of like, not just influencers, but like rich people on Instagram in general, lecturing people about how they should live their lives when themselves might not be the nicest people anyway. Just because you have money does not mean that you're a desirable person to be.
Some little kid would die to go to San Carlo. I go there quite often, very often, for a normal person to go to a nice restaurant like that.
Wait, is this a skit? This is a skit. That was mid. That was like full on David Brent, Michael Scott office level. Some little kid would die to go to San Carlo. I go there often, right? A lot more than the normal person. Some little kid would dream to do what I do on a daily basis, well, quite often. What is San Carlo? Is that a holiday destination or something? Oh, it's the best Italian restaurant in the UK. Okay, they don't have one in Newcastle. That's why I have no idea about what it is. Newcastle never gets anything. Anything cool, Newcastle will never get it. They just forget about us up here. Okay, so it's a posh restaurant. That's what she's bragging about here. Okay, now I know.
Go to a hotel staycation with my boyfriend and I'll think, wow, this is someone's like anniversary present and we've just put this on a random Tuesday night, like potentially do that. Like when we went to Paris, I was like, this Disneyland holiday, some families have to wait years till they can afford that. And like, we just got to go like...
Is this out of context? This is a TikTok clip. Surely this has got to be out of context. Like, she didn't just straight up say that, right? Yeah, some people would like save up for ages to go on this holiday that honestly I wouldn't even wipe my arse with. You know, I just go here on a weekend, right? Some little kid would die. Some little kid would walk on a bed of nails to get a day at this hotel. I don't even know if I'm going to turn up to it. I do want to give her grace because I don't know if this was out of context, and later on she goes on to talk about how she's really grateful for this. But this clip alone just seems really bad. Especially just bragging about going to like an Italian restaurant. I mean, I don't know how expensive this restaurant is. I've never heard of it prior to this clip. But I don't know, why are you trying to get a one-up on children? It's a bit odd. You know, some people, this is like their dream holiday destination, and like, you know, for us, I'd probably rate it 3 stars, you know, just saying.
It's really annoying actually because we have got events and I'm just like...
Oh, okay, so I seen this clip on my TikTok. This one is, like, obviously everyone probably knows about the situation going on in Dubai right now. And a lot of influencers were kind of making content around it, but like getting their videos to the 1 minute mark, which for anybody that doesn't know about TikTok, that means you get paid a lot more money for it. And a lot of like people were kind of making content around this really bad situation, which was getting a lot of backlash. But I think this was one of the biggest videos. Just ignore the random guy that's in the bottom left, by the way. I don't know why people do this on TikTok.
It's really annoying actually because we have got events and I'm just like, no, what have we got next week? We've got meetings. I'm probably going to cancel them. Yeah, it's not been great. I feel like it's just been a waste of a day. Next. And then we're going to go back to a hotel. Hopefully they put us up in a nice hotel, otherwise might need to get on booking.com to look elsewhere, because this day's just been a bit of a nightmare, to be honest.
It's just like, read the room, look. You know, just read the room. You know, going on. People are like losing their lives in this moment right now over what we're talking about, and you're freaking out because, you know, you want to be in a nice hotel. Like, if they put you in a hotel for free and it's not up to your standard, you're going to be really disappointed, and this has kind of just been like a bit of a throwaway day for you. Like, at least you're still about, you know? At least you're still healthy. At least you're still okay, and you're safe. That's the main thing. Now, I understand, you know, if you did have stuff booked and stuff, it can be annoying. Like, that's totally fair. But just read the room and don't post it online. You can think it, but just don't say it, and don't like post it for everyone else. Like, why would you think this would be a good idea? This reminds me of the influencer. Who was it? Wasn't there an influencer ages ago where like somebody unalived themselves in front of a train, and they put a TikTok up being like, oh my god, you know, my train's delayed because someone decided to throw themselves in front of it. Just like, read the room. Why are you posting this? Oh, we know why you're posting this, because you know it'll get a lot of views and you can make money off the back of a bad situation. We know why. But is it worth it? I saw her posting like 10 TikToks in like one day about it, just, you know, kind of racking up the views, and then she deleted them all because of the backlash that she got, and I think rightly so. And again, it's kind of just taking yourself out of the situation and being like, okay, how does this look in the grand scheme of things? Am I kind of complaining about champagne problems here compared to other people? Like, I know, like, if you were in, you know, that country at that time, that would be very stressful, I can imagine. But it's the whole posting to social media and kind of making it all about you, which I just kind of find icky.
Just a little life hack if you have toddlers and you don't know what to do today. Kmart, unlimited toys, let them run wild, and then just clean up the aisles after.
Oh my god, people have too much audacity. Like, I thought this would be a skit. Are you taking the piss, love? What, so you just let you know, Godzilla and King Kong just wreck the whole place and then go, oh, we'll clean it up. That's not how it works. Look at them wreaking havoc, playing with toys that you haven't even bought them. Like, it's obviously not the children's fault. Like, they're obviously not bad kids. It's the mother allowing them to do this. Like, you should, like, these toys aren't to be played with in the aisle. Like, you buy them, take them home, and then they can play with them. This would just be so annoying if you were in with your kids, because, like, imagine other mothers, they have to tell their kids, like, oh, no, like, that's not normal. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. It just makes it a lot harder for every other mother in there, and every other parent is going to feel like an arse compared to you. As a Kmart employee, please don't do this. That's another thing. Like, the employees will have to put them all back. Like, yes, you'll probably put them back on the shelves, but they have to be in a certain way because they have to be appealing, and certain things have to be on certain shelves. Like, everything is strategically put in a place that it can sell the best, and you're not going to know that because you don't work there and you don't know where your kids have took it off which shelf. It's just very entitled, you know. It's like, why are you doing this, and why are you vlogging it as well? Why are you telling the world that you're being an arsehole? Like, how can you not see that this is weird?
I'm visiting Bali's most famous temple, and it is literally the most underwhelming thing I've ever seen. It is literally just this. Like, this is the famous view. People are literally waiting in the shade for hours. I have number 304, and they just called number 194. I'm gonna be here forever. It is 1:14, and there are exactly 100 people in front of me. Let's see how long it takes until I'm able to get my picture. So I've been waiting for about an hour and a half, and there's only 30 people left in front of me. So I'm going to journal a little while waiting.
304, please.
So after waiting for 2 hours, I finally got my picture, and I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
I mean, that looked like a mint view, and the photo you got was, like, unbelievable as well. Like, I think some people have, like, a personality trait where they just think, like, hating everything is cool and, like, complaining about everything is, like, their personality. But that's not really a personality trait that is a good one to have. Everyone's going there and showing respect. Obviously, it's like a temple in Bali. If you don't like the view, you can't just leave. Like, you don't have to stand in line there. Like, you can go and do whatever the hell you want to do. Just feel like it's a little bit disrespectful, you know, like this ancient thing. Just go, nah, just because you can't go over straight away and take a photo with it. Calling it a scam as well. Like, you paid for it or you went to it. Like, what were you expecting here? Were you expecting them to just have, like, Subway surfers on the side so you can watch it while you're waiting? I just feel like, again, it's very entitled, and it's very just kind of like, I don't know, just putting things down just because they don't satisfy you. Genuinely, some people probably have saved up a lot of money to, like, be able to kind of, you know, come here and just see this with their own eyes, and it's like one of the most special days ever. And just seeing someone, like, all over it just because they're an influencer and they've got a platform is just a bit odd.
Do we not dress up to our kids' Christmas concerts anymore? Because their parents are in sweatpants and they just rolled out of bed. And I just don't understand. I am in a full dress and Christmas decor and a bow in my hair and stockings and boots, and I put some curtain and I post a picture of my kid and he's in a nice black button down.
By the way, love, do you mind, like, turning up the background noise a little bit? Bloody f***ing hell. Where are you filming this? Inside of the Eurotunnel?
There's some kids actually in black t-shirts and black button also. So their parents are probably
not getting a word of this.
The sweatpants on.
I heard the first half, the last half, inaudible. Not a clue. She's basically complaining that some parents aren't dressing up for the kids' play. And she's, like, obviously went full out. But I think this is a really weird one-up to get. Like, obviously you're, like, a parent influencer or whatever. It's a very strange one-up to get on other parents on what they're wearing. Like, you don't know what they've been doing all day. They might have been at work all day. They might have come straight from work. They might have had to get off work early. Like, you don't know people's circumstances. And to kind of judge people just on what they're wearing when they're at their kid's concert is a really, really, really toxic trait to have, and it's just, like, really out of touch. The main thing is that the parents are there, not what they're wearing, you know? Like, the child will remember that their parents, like, turned up to watch them, and your child will remember that you turned up and complained about what other children were wearing, not just watching the child on stage. Someone said, I don't remember one single thing my parents wore for my school functions, but they were there, and that's all I can remember, and all that matters. Exactly. When you're 30 years old, you're not gonna go, oh, ma'am, honestly, like, when you wore that full Louis Vuitton fit to my nativity, Oh my God, that is like my best memory that I've ever had in my life. Thank you for doing that for me, mother. When everybody else was wearing sweatpants, you stood up. You just don't care as a kid. You know, you're not asked about materialistic things. You're just happy that your parents are coming to watch you. It does honestly confuse me that people like think of the idea to make this video, film the video, watch the video back, and then agree to post it. Like, this has had to go through like 3 or 4 phases of your brain analyzing if this is a good idea, and you still saying yes.
Y'all are wild. And pretty damn mean. I am shocked at how many views my school concert attire video has gotten. If you're here from that, hi, hello. Y'all are mean. I asked a question.
So you're calling other people mean, but you were being mean first. People were reciprocating your energy. You were being mean to the other parents, slagging them off behind the back, talking really quiet where we couldn't even hear you, just so the other parents wouldn't be able to hear you slagging them off. You started the meanness. Why are you playing the victim?
Strangers of TikTok. That's what we do. We have questions. We have questions, and we ask the strangers of TikTok our questions for answers. And y'all answered me. Oh, you definitely answered me. Again, I grew up with an audience that dressed a certain way, and that was expected, and it was expected that the kids followed this dress guidelines too, and if they did not get to perform. That's the community I grew up in. So I was asking the TikTok audience, strangers of the world, if what I remembered to be normal was still today's standard of normal.
Love, I've got 2 words for you. Self. In bold. Right? Not in italic or not that shade. Bold and black. Pissed off. Basically, you didn't see things from anyone else's point of view. You only looked at it from your point of view. And because you were getting called out on your meanness, now you kind of want to play it off as if you were actually trying to create a conversation. Get out.
On, right?
Yo, record this shit.
I'm a girl.
I don't give a f. Sit the f down. I don't care.
So
I don't give a f. Get out of my f face.
So do something.
No, you're a woman.
So
sit
do
the f down.
Right? Say some else. Say something.
Yo.
And this white entitled mother like usual white mother is. Let me go on live. Hold on. We'll wait for my viewers to come in. Stop.
Sorry, the way she stood up there and went, okay, I'm going live. Just you wait. We'll wait for my viewers to come in. Oh, then you'll be sorry, sir. Just wait until my group of minions get in. You're going to be crying for your mommy. Why did she like talk as if her friends were coming in real life? There's just people in like a comment section. Oh yeah, don't get the comments on us. What, love? No, please. Random people. My worst nightmare.
Recording me. That's fine. I'm calling the cops. Hold on. Calling the cops. How about that?
She's got 911 on speed dial. I'm a white male and she's a woman. Therefore, there's a huge problem. This lady is flipping the f out right now.
Recording me, telling me that I'm offending them and all types of shit, and they're recording me. Navy blue, gray, and then the other one is in light blue color and gray pants.
Wait, so you've called the police? Like, we don't know the context to this, but the reason she's called the police is because she is not happy that they said that they're offended by her. What are the police going to do? What are they going to do here? Like, I feel like, you know, they've got more important matters at hand than to deal with this shit.
And then I got up and I was like, why the f are you trying to harass me? And then he kept going and going and going and going. Officer, can you tell him to stop recording me?
No, he can't.
He came up to me harassing me. I'm so bad. No, tell him to stop recording me.
He's not recording. He's not recording.
Ma'am, he's free to record you. It is a public setting.
Now we have no context to this situation, but I would be recording in this situation if someone was like hitting me, just so I had the evidence, because if they're going to try and turn it on to me when I haven't done anything, I want it on camera that they've hit me, and the lads got that, which is good. It just seems like, unfortunately, they've had an altercation with the local mad woman, as we've all probably had, you know, mad man, mad woman on a bus or whatever. You know, the people that kind of just come up to you looking for a fight. This is what it seems like the situation was. But again, I have no context to this if people do know about this full clip. But she did kind of lose me when she kind of went, you just wait until my viewers get here.
Years ago, when I was making $350,000 a month, I had no mortgage, no bills. I was very irresponsible with my money. I spent $4,000 on a sweater, okay? I bought a $4,000 sweater. Then I started letting my sloppy alcoholic boyfriend wear it whenever he went out to the bars, and he would spill like his dirty Shirley's on it, his Guinness. This sweater was a wreck. After we broke up, I took a look at my $4,000 sweater. I was like, there's about 50 alcoholic beverages stained onto this thing. I'm gonna take it to the dry cleaner. I took it to the dry cleaner. They ruined it. They put it through the washing machine, and this was 2 years ago. This has been eating me up for 2 years now because I still own the sweater, but I can no longer wear it because it's ruined. I still love the sweater, but I can't buy another one. I can't just replace the sweater. I have a mortgage, I have bills now, I have a business. I can't do it. So I brought it back to the same dry cleaners to see if they could stretch it out. Let's go pick it up.
Okay, I just picked it up. Let's see if it's wearable. Again, it looks good. The issue was they shrunk the fuck out of it and it became like fuzzy, whereas it was like flat before it turned fuzzy. If that makes any sense. No. Nope, I still hate it. God, what an L I took there. I still hate it and I'm still sad.
You know, this is some people's lives, which is kind of mental, you know, earning $350,000 in a month. What do you even do? What does this woman do? Is this off social media? Give us the brand deal contacts. What do you mean? 350,000? Who are you speaking to? That's what I want to know. But like, this entire vlog was just about her complaining that, you know, she doesn't like a $4,000 sweater, and then she eventually got it. And then she still wasn't happy with it, and that was like one of the biggest problems in her life. Again, if this is a problem in your life, then you've got a pretty privileged life, you know. That if you're not happy that your $4,000 like sweater doesn't feel as good as it should. I'm interested to know from you watching, like, do you kind of watch this type of content just to kind of zone out because it's so kind of like, you know, away from reality? You can kind of just zone out. It makes you forget about your own problems. Like, or do you just watch this out of intrigue? Like, what is the target audience for this? This is what I'm trying to understand. I just would never watch someone complaining about something like this because I'd be like, why are they complaining about something which is so minuscule and doesn't really affect you at all, or it shouldn't affect you at all?
New Jersey food guy getting kicked out of Artesians because they didn't reserve the bar. New Jersey food guy, remove everything. See you online.
See you online.
So it's Christmas Eve. I'm here at Artesians. I reserved 2 spots. I'm New Jersey food guy. I reserved 2 spots at the bar for them, and now there's no spots at the bar. We called an hour and a half ago. Called 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Your girl said it. Was it our idea? So I'm disappointed. We came here, it's Christmas Eve.
Why do you do this? Why are people like this? I don't like it. I don't like it. Why would you ring a place on Christmas Eve, half an hour before you want to arrive, and think that you can book something on Christmas Eve? It's like one of the busiest days in the restaurant trade. Just because you're an influencer doesn't mean they're just going to make room. They can't just make room. And also, they're not just going to prioritize you because you have followers. Like the fact that he's videoing them and everything and just like kind of like making out as if they're the idiots. How can you not see that you're the doofus here? Making these videos genuinely does have me worried, and it does kind of make me wonder, like, will there ever be an end to kind of influencer culture? Like, will there ever be like a time where people, because I feel like they're already getting bored of influencers now, but will there ever be a time where it's like, okay, now we're actually done? Like, these people that kind of act this way and just like, you know, make content out of everything and are just so out of touch with reality, we're actually just not gonna like support these people anymore. It will be very interesting to see, like, as the years progress, like if influencer culture slows down at all, because at the minute it seems like it's just going up and up and up, and things are just getting so far away from when they first started, like when YouTube first started and things were very relatable. It just seems like it's getting, I don't know, as someone that's in it, it seems like it's just getting further and further away than what it initially was intended to be, if that makes any sense. Let me know what you think, Donuts. If you do want me to do a full video, kind of like a video essay, kind of like analysing internet culture and like influencer culture, I would be really intrigued by that. So let me know if you would be interested. If you do want to see another video from me where we react to some even worse influencers, click this video right here. Genuinely, if you thought the clips in this video were bad, you have seen nothing yet. I'll see you over there. Bye bye.
Cam Kirkham, baby.